as I started this Genius Hour project, I was really stumped as to what I might be able to do. But this whole process of Teachers College and all that has really inspired me to dig deep. So with the Genius Hour project, I decided to go to my roots, my cultural roots, and family, which are two of the most important things to me, and have my mom teach me a tradition. And there's traditions that many of us have coming to Canada from all different parts of the world that unfortunately are being lost. They're being lost because maybe we're busy, or you have the option of going to a local restaurant to buy food or a dish, or services provided are a substitute for that. But in recent years, and with a growing family, I've managed to try and learn some of those traditions. We as a family, we've learned to make sauerkraut. We do our tomato sauce in the fall. But there's many traditions that I remember as a child that are being lost. I used to make wine with my dad every fall. We used to make sausages in the prosciutto and smoke the ribs. And there's many of those traditions that unfortunately will be lost for good. So one of my favorite things on this planet is my mom's cheese strudel that we in Croatia call pita. So pita can be made with many different fillings. It's a cheese strudel, a version of cheese strudel. There's many of them from that area of Europe. But it can be filled with cheese, with meat, potatoes, squash, spinach. There's many different versions, and it's just your imagination is the only limit as to what can be done with it. So my mom, well, everybody's mom in our Croatian community makes the best pita. But truly, my mom's is the best. But I wanted to learn how to make it, and I wanted my family. My daughter is one of my daughters is a baker, and is also wanting to learn, and the rest of my children also we've actually in the last 2 years of this pandemic have used cooking and baking as quality family time. So with that, I'd like to briefly take you on the journey of myself and my family learning how to make pita. So as I started this journey by calling my mother up and asking her to teach me this. And she was a little bit surprised. It was almost as if she thought we were trying to replace her, which wasn't the case at all. I just explained to her that it's something that, as a family, we'd like to learn and carry on that tradition, so that one day my grandkids and their grandkids can say that they learned to make this tradition from great grandmothers, just like my mother had learned from her mother, and so on. When I started out very confident in this journey, I thought that this would be, something I can learn quite easily, but my confidence soon dwindled. What was interesting, I've been able to follow many recipes and I've done a good job, I think, anyways, cooking other things. But as we started out, I started out the first week observing my mother making the pita, and she had never followed a recipe on it. So we were trying to reverse engineer her process, and she made it look so easy. And she said, yeah, roughly 6 cups of this, you do so much salt, and there wasn't any precise measurements. So after watching her make it, and she made it look, like I said, it looked so easy, the following week, tried to make it. Obviously, my dough did not turn out as as in the proper texture that hers was. My dough was way too wet. Again, we reversed engineered and kind of guesstimated her measurements, and it was in need of some readjustment for the following week. So that first pita, although it did turn out very tasty and very well, It wasn't quite obviously to the expertise that my mother's was. But coming into the following week, I am making a a pita that is mixed with different elements. So cheese is my favorite version of it, but I decided to mix a few other versions to make my very own pita with potato and meat. So I will attempt to do that, and I'll let you know how it goes.